I love having thrilling adventures and travelling through amazing countries. And on this expedition, I'm in South Africa. I want you to join me on listening to flying,
beautiful view, I must say,
and mining.
This is amazing!
It's going to be an exhilarating expedition.
Oh my God!
Easy, easy.
Let's get it out!
I'm riding my motorcycle to each frontier, and I will be joined by my old friend Russ Malcolm and the rest of the expedition team. Starting off from Cape Town, I'm going to take you on an intrepid journey. I'll head to the most southerly point, travel east following the coast before returning south to Cape Town, covering over 6,000 miles of rugged, beautiful and fascinating terrain. And of course, coming face to face with wonderful African wildlife.
Michelle!
Yeah, it's quite relaxing really, Africa. Just everywhere you look is photographed. I just absolutely love this place. It really is. And I'm only going over a 1,000-foot drop. Only 2% of the carbon that is a shark attack. It's actually a consumption of the human being. Just looking at anyways, cultural difference. Below me is Cape Town, and I'm just about to start my big African adventure. Now there's only one way for me to get down from here, and the summit is flat, and the dense white mist that often covers it is known as the tablecloth. Wow, what a view! The plan is simple. To abseil off the top, then walk to the bottom. How hard can it be? First, I have to abseil down 112 jaw-dropping meters of rock face. I'm only going over a 1,000-foot drop with really, sharp, ragged rocks, and that's all. I haven't abseiled for years, so I need a refresher on how to keep myself alive.
You're going to have your main line running on your right-hand side, okay? And at the same time, you're going to have a safety line or delay line, okay? That's what the guys on the top are going to be controlling, okay? So this is a friction device, okay? And it generates enough friction for you to be able to stop and start yourself.
What happens on the bit where you go over the precipice and there's no rock?
You never abseiled before, right?
Most people that do it haven't abseiled before.
Okay, just off Table Mountain, one of the most iconic places in the world. Oh, you too? Yeah, okay. It's quite dusty. I stepped onto the ledge. It seemed a very long way down, but the ledge of the true abseil descent begins. The final section is a massive 50-meter overhang, where you basically drop off the edge into thin air. Oh my God, this is a huge... Standing on the edge, it was going to be a leap of faith, as I knew there was no going back. See you in the next life! This is amazing! Alright! This is fantastic! I can't believe how far down it is. Half of me is terrified. This is what it's all about. Wow. Holy shit! I'm not going anywhere. Oh. Okay. Wow. I went a bit quiet there. Wow. Woo! This is incredible. This is amazing. Wow. The water coming down, the view, all that beautiful fauna. This is incredible. And what I love about it is that you're coming down, you get that little bit of sort of nervousness about as you're tipping over the edge and thinking, will I remember to do the right thing, all that kind of stuff, and then you just keep going. You're just padding and then bouncing off the wall. It's awesome, that was. So if you're nervous. Come on, guys. On to Cape Town. Or just really bad knees. Hey, wow, look at this. Oh, wow. How's Russ doing back there? Is he getting redder and redder, is he? It's bloody hot, it is. So this is the beginning of our great South African adventure. I cannot wait to get on my bike. We are travelling with 2 bikes, myself on one and Russ and a cameraman on the other. 2 cars for the crew and equipment. We're also carrying a trailer for the overspill and on the off chance that one of the bikes might break down.
Again, I've got nothing but bad news. Apparently a wheel came off the trailer because it wasn't attached properly and the trailer has been damaged. So I don't think it's beyond repair, but it is damaged.
Alright mate, well listen.
God, the guy was in Cape Town as well. If the trailer's not going anywhere, then neither are we. So it's really bad news that something has gone wrong in the expedition already.
That was the one I was holding that came off while he was driving, right?
Nelson Mandela was held, and to get there, we need to go by boat. Right, well, this one here is broken, and so we're not going to take that one. So we're going to go on this one. The modern catamaran breaking down meant we could go on this boat, the DS, which is one of the actual boats used to take prisoners to and from Robben Island. Political prisoners were brought here in the cargo holds down below, shackled together in the dark.
Robben Island is a very important landmark in our country. It carries a universal message that I feel most people can relate to. Our parents, for them, it meant a lot, and we carry that through, and I need not to be treated differently because of skin color. We've seen a new day in South Africa.
The island itself is surrounded by freezing cold, shark-infested waters, so attempting to swim to freedom will be suicide. Great feeling of repression. I'm now going to meet an ex-prisoner of Robben Island, so who better to give us an insight into how it really was? It is fascinating to think that this is the courtyard where the leaders, including Nelson Mandela, spent most of their sentence, segregated from all the other prisoners. Sipho did manage to catch a glimpse of this courtyard, but with a severe punishment as a consequence.
I decided to sneak in just to get a chance to, because they were about 4. I really felt it. Yeah, they were very quick in kicking and punching me. Yeah.
Is this the area where Nelson big?
Yes, the 4th window, that is Mandela's window.
So the 4th window here?
Yes.
Wow. African National Congress, or the ANC. In 1962, he was captured and sentenced to life imprisonment. Mandela went on to serve 27 years in prison, 18 of which was spent on Robben Island.
The big slogans during those days was that we were fighting for 1 man, 1 vote, 1 man, 1 vote.
Yeah.
That was the most popular slogan during those days. And then when you come to the prison, 1 man, 1 cell. 1 man, 1 cell. Yeah. That's what you get.
Gosh.
Now the conditions of the cell here is the conditions of the 60s and early 70s,
right,
when prisoners were still sleeping on the floor. When the guards shut the door, they don't do it gentle. They always make it rough, because when they do it rough, they know it's irritating you. In a way, it becomes...
Must have been terrible. I can't imagine what it must have been like for you guys.
Because the moment he says, we are going to our beautiful wives and children, you also think about your family.
imitate. That's your instant reaction. You also think about the family that you can't see, that you can't meet.
And then outside was no better because you were under physical labor.
Yeah. Nelson Mandela was ultimately released on the 11th of February 1990, the ending of apartheid. I'm now leaving Cape Town. It is a beautiful morning and the day is all about Clitter in the ocean. I'm going shark cage diving.
I'm very concerned about the shark diving. I know lots of people have done it, but it's always a bit of a worry. I mean, these sharks are big. They're big great whites.
We're heading to the small fishing village of Hans Bay. Hans Bay is only a 2-hour drive from Cape Town. Dyer Island and Giza Rock, just off the coast, are home to a large colony of over 50,000 seals, and therefore a favourite feeding ground for the great white shark. It's acknowledged as one of the best places in the world to view this awesome predator of Hans Bay into a mecca for thrill seekers.
I've got my safety harness, and they suggested getting changed now, so I don't have to buy boots. So.
Who has very kindly agreed to take us out today.
I've been doing this for almost 12 years now.
Yeah.
And you never get tired of it, because the thing is, you never quite know what to expect.
These sharks are dangerous animals, aren't they?
There was about the Land Rover and a stroke the line. White sharks do not talk dead. It's actually a consumption of the human being. 98, well, I thought it was, but obviously that bite can cause a lot of damage.
And there's the chummy, which is a cocktail of dead fish and smells disgusting, but sharks love it. They have an incredible sense of smell and can see.
All that shit all over the canal. With seasickness, because we're rolling quite a lot. And poor Phil here, the cameraman, is keep having to look at the monitor all the time, and he can't look at the horizon. So he's feeling a bit horny.
Okay, it's time to get ready. The whole team were excited. Along with Phil the cameraman, Russ and myself was Stuart, our social media expert, and his job is to document our trip online. He also took it upon himself to help out with the chummy.
There's nothing worse than being sick.
Once the sharks are in the area, the cage is put inside the boat. The divers then climate with the fish bait on a piece of rope.
You'll see later on, you're going to have one of our guys is working the bait line. Please do not stand behind him, because we don't feed the sharks, we pull the bait away. Some have black eye or broken nose, so please don't stand there, okay?
The adrenaline was really starting to kick in now, but I kept looking at this oversized shopping trolley, questioning its suitability.
When we shout down, you grab the red bar and pull yourself down, okay? Okay, yeah, that's the way you do it, guys, very simple.
incredible. I can't tell you how ordinary. And look at the beady eye looking straight at you as if to say, if that cage wasn't there. There's one bit when I was looking the wrong way and I looked back and the shark just came exactly through at me. What's that? It's so difficult to describe. Inside you can see its teeth coming open and the jaw pushes out. Is an explosion of senses and mind and body and everything. Absolutely brilliant. We'll be exploring on our 6,000-mile adventure the rocky headland of Cape of Boormans, the most southerly point in Africa. It's where the Indian and the Atlantic Ocean collide. And this coastline here was a really dangerous place to sail ships back in the day here. And because you never knew, and you get freak waves which would come in and they would clash up against each other. They still do. So those boats in those days often never stood a chance. Even for shipping now, it's very treacherous. It's beautiful though. I'm now heading inland to one of the great nature reserves, Bavian's Kloof, to get out into the wild and do some camping. We thought we'd get off-road a little bit, which is my favourite thing to do, and set up a bit of a camp, cook some food and sleep out in the stars, and I could almost taste the barbecue when all of a sudden our plans came to a grinding halt. I went back to find Gary because he hadn't turned up, so I got back and he was changing the tyre and it all shredded. Anyway, so he changed it, but then he moved on about a kilometre down the road. The wheel just fell off again. So what's happened now?
Well, we haven't gone not even a K down the road.
And the wheel's fallen off, is it?
The wheel's fallen off, the wheel's fine, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get it back on.
That's not good at all, really. The trailer's now sitting on its side. Our destination for tonight. I found the team along with a local farmer who said he could help. We headed back to find Gary and that pesky trailer. So guys, come on, tell us.
I think it's this room, and you can see now it's
damaged.
It's actually damaged this room, so the holes have actually worn bigger. Oh wow, that is really ripped up. Jesus Christ! But we don't have a compressor.
Krober, so have you got an ability to change the tyre?
Yes, I do. Can change it. Yeah. What we need to do is get a camp set up. Otherwise, we'll be pitching it.
Well, listen, let's start. First time I've ever seen him carry anything. Must be because the camera's on. So we decided to split forces. Russ and the others went off to set up camp, while I went to help change the tyre. Everyone here seems to be really, really helpful, because I think everybody knows that it could be them in trouble, so you kind of sort of have to help each other, really. Proven efficiency. Hey guys. Hello. That's how it's done. What's nice about these breakdowns is that you end up meeting people like this, and you saw it here. The enthusiasm to help out and to do as much as they can is brilliant. Us in Europe could learn a thing or two from these guys.
Thank you very much for helping out.
Hopefully we won't see you again.
No, it's a pleasure.
Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
As nighttime closed in, and with fingers crossed, we made our way back to Gary with the new wheel. Okay, let's see if this thing fits. To get to where we wanted to go, we did get to camp underneath one of the most epic skies. Right, so the day has begun. Very squeaky trailer to the Charley Game Reserve. Born free as being a lion and a leopard. But my next trip has a slight twist, and that I'm visiting the Born Free Foundation, set up to look after animals that have been mistreated. Entering a game reserve with a motorcycle is seen as dangerous. And animals could react adversely. They might see me as an impala or something like that and come galloping up.
Born Free is a classic movie made in 1966, starring the English actress Virginia McKenna. It is based on the true story of Joy and George Adams Elsa. The couple trained the cub to hunt and survive in the wild and were eventually able to set Elsa free. The experience of making the film inspired Virginia to set up the Born Free Foundation, which helps animals around the world as well as in South Africa.
Here it is. This is the song that I was singing the whole way here. And I must say, I'm singing really badly as well, I must say. How long have you been here, did you say?
13 now,
13 years.
13 years. Yeah,
So you met Virginia? And
many a times.
Yeah.
What a lovely lady she is.
Yeah,
What a big ambassador she is for the organization itself.
How old is she now?
Man, I should say she's probably in her 80s.
80s.
The first lines I'm going to show you now, we call them burgers that went bankrupt. So he was basically in a Volkswagen, in a trailer in Marina, came from Romania. She was found outside an apartment of local feds.
Yeah. So here, you have the Born Free Foundation. You have this huge park here, and so do you have elephants and hippos and rhinos?
Well, Charley, you see, Born Free is situated within Charley Game Reserve.
Yeah.
It is the biggest private owned game reserve in the Eastern Cape.
Right.
And Born Free's got only a small section. There's 5 lions and 4 next to them.
Yeah. Oh my God, there they are.
There he is.
A Brutus and they look hungry. And let's have a look at.
All of the meat is kindly donated by local farmers from animals who have died on their farms.
They have any reason to come through the fencing.
Okay.
If they want, they can.
That's fine. So I'm just going to stand like this the whole time. Okay. So that if they rush, they're going to hit you first. Okay.
So we're just going to open up here with the sheet.
Okay.
It's just small portions.
Small portions.
Yeah, they weigh about 7 kilograms.
A Flintstone steak, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so where does this get put?
Put it on the grass for me, please.
Just here.
Just on the grass. Nicely.
Come on there. It's amazing to be this close.
Always face me, Charlie. Don't give
Oh yeah, Jesus. Go. I'll get back to the line.
Marina!
Look at that. Wow.
Let's just go around and do Brutus.
Poor Brutus, he's such a gentleman.
Put it nicely. Yeah.
Wow. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Yeah, no,
It's nice of him that he took his meat and went into where he's comfortable.
Yeah.
Away from us.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's nice he has that choice as well, isn't it?
that's most important.
Yeah. His nose filled that whole square. I've never been that close to a lion before in my life. It fills me with great joy that those two are going to have a nice life together.
Yep. You might shock yourself. Still, Charlie.
Oh my God, there they are. Wow, just there. Look at them.
Okay, so we're going to jump out. This is the girl. Her name is Namira.
Namira.
And that is Semi in America. And that is Ellen there. If you don't know, all 3 are from the same litter, and they came from Sudan. They were here with us. I wish they could go back to the wild, but they already lost their fear for people, they associate people with food.
Yeah, they'll approach humans and then, then all sorts of stuff happens.
Yeah.
Well, they look pretty happy. That was fantastic. I always wanted to meet sort of Born Free guys, and
journey through the Eastern Cape to the town of Port St. John's, where we are hoping to experience one of the most fascinating feeding frenzies in the world.
I think the guy that ran this way, they said this house was theirs. I said, hey, good morning. Good.
You all bright and breezy.
Yes. Cameras and all.
In short, massive shoals of sardines 4 miles long and up to a mile wide follow this current north to Port Edward, squeezing into this narrow cold water corridor between the coast and the warmer Gullis Current. They provide an incredible feeding opportunity for the predators that live in and around these waters. Sharks, dolphins, whales, birds are a show on earth.
Stay there, dude. Let's sit on the
Africa. On the mouth of the river.
We're on the river mouth.
The what? Is that the name of it?
The river mouth.
He was picking on me. I'm not picking. I'm always picking. What?
The Onzimvubu River twists and turns for over 200 miles, eventually flowing into the
But this time of year, keep your eyes open. If you see any congregation of birds diving on something, or if you see fins or tails or blows from whales, anything, give me a shout and we'll get a bit closer.
Okay.
Can't say anything.
It was just a question of sitting in the boat and waiting for the first sign of seagull activity. But patience isn't really our strong point.
So it's a waiting game. This is part of why I don't like fishing.
A lot of it is
wait all the time.
not going to be waiting that long.
I don't know what I'm looking for because I've never been out here before.
We are looking for as many birds as possible in the air.
Yeah.
And concentrate it to a small area.
Yeah.
Which means that there'll be a lot of bait fishing. There we go. See that sunlight over there?
Oh yeah. Oh yes, I can see them. Oh wow, big flock of birds just over there. And you can see them all swirling around, diving down to get their food. Oh yeah.
As we sped towards the feeding frenzy, it wasn't just the dolphins that were interested in the sardines. I found it fascinating that the wildlife was so close to us. The birds were literally eating out of the palm of my hands.
Ow! Fear me! Over here, just in the sun. Wow, good eyes. He's obviously done this before a couple of times, you know.
These double-engine speedboats, known as ribs, were really far. When we got close to the spot, we soon realized that it was transit. Wow!
Is that what it is? It's a line. Look at the line of them. Jesus, there must be 500 there. At least 500. Oh my Jesus Lord! Look at that! That is amazing! Wow! Wow! Line and roar of dolphins. Just
Coastline we can expect to see a shark pretty much every time we get in. They don't seem to come closer than the end of the stick. And if they do, you just gently...
And we were lucky enough to also see whales. I have to say I was a little bit nervous as we were getting into the shark-infested waters, and our only defense was a little aluminium rod. But it was way too late. get to the top of the dangerous Sonny Pass, but conditions turn against us. As the carriers climb to the summit of the second highest waterfall in the world.
Well, that was pretty terrifying. It's just